HunterTuned is alive. Hello, hello, hello. We will see if anybody wants to chit-chat for a little while. I haven't done this in a while. YouTube has changed some of the features on the live stream stuff. Oh, I feel like I got something in my throat. What's up? I don't know if this stuff is working. Is it working? What's up, Nick? Some dude, AJ, what's up? Hollow trademark, is that what that stands for? Hollow TM? Said wow. He must not like me. What's up, Nick? Troy Stevens says injector update. The delete. Keynote says S2000 content. Nick says, can you give an update on the blue EK hatch? What parts does it have besides the GSR swap? It's a GSR with that eBay intake manifold that we did, and that's the power it's making. It's like 180 something, high 180s, 190. I was hoping you would do a live stream one day. I used to do these all the time, actually. Yo. Alpha. What's up? STI Locks. What's the word? Matthew Perez. What's up? Hunter the Honda King. Hola. Luis from Maryland. What's up, brother? Everybody say what's up, AJ. And what's up, Nick? Danny says you're working. I mean, I'm kind of just sitting here right now talking to you guys. O'Neill says hello, hello. You missed a hello there. Crab Claus says, hey, AJ, bruh, I know you know me. Shake my head. I know you. I know you. Tyrone, what's up? Matt from Ohio. Troy says injectors. I already answered that. Is it raining? I don't think so. It looks like it's raining, but I don't think it's raining. What's up, Red Del Sol? Have I ever considered tuning Toyotas? I used to have a Toyota 7M GTE Supra back in the day. I haven't gotten into them. It's just like a lot of the setup and stuff that I don't know about. I don't know what software I need. I don't know what cables I need. I don't know what, ECU, etc. But yeah. What's your website if I want to purchase something? It's HunterTuned.com. It's in the description of every video. Will I be doing any fuel tech tuning on my channel? I actually have a couple fuel tech videos. I did an Integra and my Turbo Grom I had on fuel tech for a while. Time for a shed skid. It's pouring in Milwaukee. I'm sorry. It was pouring here all day yesterday and all this morning. I have a 99 Civic that runs a little rough on idle. Black soot all over them. I'm thinking it's not getting proper combustion. Is the idle really low? You have to determine if the car has a misfire too. Check the compression, the valve lash, all that. Make sure it doesn't have a check engine light on. I'm in Wisconsin, Danny. What's the subject today? Whatever life throws at us. I don't have anything planned. Was talking the Z platform. Toyota Z? I don't know. Don't know what those are. There's so many damn cars out there nowadays, man. It's hard to keep up. I'm an old school hot rodder with 90s Honda Civics. I need you to learn how to tune an A-Barth so I don't need to drive out of state. Okay. Oh, for like inspection or what? Could it be an O2 sensor or throttle position? There's no check engine light. Well, make sure there's a bulb in the cluster. Make sure the check engine light comes on when you turn the key forward. I still have an MK3 Supra. O2 sensor is not likely, by the way. They'll run just fine with the wires cut to the O2. This guy has an MK3 Tuner Studio. Yeah, I've done Tuner Studio. I also have videos tuning that stuff on my channel. Micro Squirt. I got a Turbo 5M on Micro. Another great video. I don't know how great this is, but sure. What's the best software to tune a J35? I don't know. I have never messed with the J series, and I feel like everybody that does mess with them goes with a standalone, like an AEM, because I don't know if you can tune the factory Honda J series computer. But I don't know, I've never messed with one, so not sure on that one, sorry. How's my all-motor K-swap sedan? It's pretty good, it's for sale. Along with my all-wheel drive car is for sale, which I'm surprised. Honestly, guys, I'm pretty surprised that the all-wheel drive car has not sold. I haven't really had any reasonable offers on it. I figured people would have been eating that thing up for breakfast, considering how many, I just made a Facebook post on Marketplace that has a lot more descriptive parts that are on the car. This guy says, I'm in Cali, I would have to fly out there and ship it back. As I'm saying, nobody's buying the all-wheel drive car, I just got a message on it. But yeah, I just listed the car. I had it listed for $22,500 for a while, and I had a lot of people that were like, sweet car, blah, 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 but nobody was really interested. And so I made a YouTube video about, hey, I'm selling this car, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if people are like upset because I got it for cheaper and like cleaned up a bunch of stuff. I haven't made any videos on it, but let's go talk about it real quick. Over the last couple weeks, I did a lot of like cleanup work on this car. Let me flip the camera around. So I relocated the battery back up into the stock location because this is the battery tray that was in the bumper well. And when the battery would die, it's got the inner fender liners. You couldn't jump start the car. So I'd have to take the front bumper off outside if I needed to move the car. And that got really frustrating. And the car had a battery draw. So like the battery would die after a couple days because it had some weird, electrical draw on the battery. And all of the connections on the battery were like super corroded in the bumper. And there was a power wire running into the car going to a fuse block that the wiring was just like super loose, and it just, whatever. So now I fixed it and I put the battery up here with some new wiring going to the alternator and stuff like that. And it seems to be good on the battery draw department. And at least if the battery dies now, you can just jump it under the hood instead of reaching into the bumper well, doing it that way. Plus, I don't really like having the battery in the bumper. I know these battery trays and stuff are pretty secure, but it sketches me out. I don't really like having the battery sitting up here above the tire, because if I'm doing 140 miles an hour going down the racetrack and that battery decides to come loose, I'm gonna run that battery over at 140 miles an hour, and I'm not about that. Yes, make sure it's buttoned on there tight and make sure it's not moving and stuff like that, but you never know, man. Like, you never know. Something runs out in front of you and smashes the bumper or something, and then the battery comes out and you run it over. That's a good time to me, and who knows? So I don't really like having the battery bumper of these cars. I like it under the hood in the stock spot or in the trunk. So I did that, and then I did some other little things, like I drained the catch can. I tidied up all these fuel lines, because the fuel lines on this car actually ran underneath of this upper radiator hose and were rubbing on the shifter, where the shifter cables go. So every time I would go to hit fourth gear, I would miss fourth gear because the the fuel lines and vacuum line for the brake booster were actually hitting the shifter mechanism. So I tidied all that up out of the way so the shifter can move freely now. I also did some other things. I don't know, I put a hose on the overflow because it never had an overflow, and that's why, you know, there's like coolant spit out onto the piping and stuff like that. That's what a lot of this white residue is, because it didn't have a hose on the radiator for the outlet. But yeah, that's pretty much what I did to it so far. I also fixed the brakes because the brakes were, the pedal was really hard, and it felt like the car didn't even have a brake booster. Well, it turns out when you put a Willwood 6-piston front caliper setup on these cars, there's actually a prop valve that adjusts the pressure. Hang on, let me. It adjusts the pressure of the pedal, and they had that thing just cranked. So I adjusted it, and now the brakes feel super good. I also took off the front traction bar because it has traction bars that run from the lower control arms up to the front. And with this thing having a twin disc clutch and stuff, like, it would rattle and like the bars would like clunk, and it would just drive me nuts. So I took those out. They can be put back in, but I wasn't, you know, I'm not tracking the car right now or anything like that. So if I want to just cruise it around, having the traction bars hooked up was kind of annoying. Yeah, other than that, I put a Ghost Box radio in it because it didn't have a radio, so I did that. I also adjusted the shifter in the car. So this has a hybrid racing shifter, and it had the shifter adjusted really high up, and it would like, it was kind of easy to like hit the dash when you go to hit third gear and stuff. So I shortened it so it is more like a factory look. So that's another like drivability thing that I prefer. Instead of having it like a really long shifter, I like to have a really short notchy shifter, and that's exactly what this thing has now. So yeah, but like I said, I don't know. I listed all the parts and stuff that the thing has on it, and I'm just genuinely surprised nobody's bought it. I sold an Integra front wheel drive with a K-Series for 15 grand, and this thing's all-wheel drive, cleaner, has way more parts on it, like a ton of high-dollar aftermarket parts, and I don't know, people just don't seem to be interested, at least right now. And the only reason I'm asking 20 grand for it is because you can't replicate this car for the amount of money that I'm asking. If you were to buy all these pieces and parts separately, even used probably, you'd probably be twice that price. So, and I did buy this car on a whim as a good deal because, you know, I ended up seeing it listed locally, and I just, you know, went and paid the guy. But yeah, I've thought about keeping it, but I just have way too many cars, and I want to get to a point where I can like more focus on one, or just like a couple. I planned on getting this EK hatch done too. This is a, somebody donated money. Hang on, let me check this quick. I don't feel like, how to inquire, I'm in Wisconsin. Shoot me an email, brother, or text me, I guess, or hit me up on Snapchat. Yeah, shoot me an email. I can try to get you tuned. I have an Integra that I'm finishing up right now that you guys will see a video on soon. But after that, kind of open. So anyways, this is my EK hatch that I bought with a K-Series. It had a sleeved K-Series in it, and I wrapped the car. It's actually super clean. It's just dusty from sitting in here. It's got all ceramic tint on it. I have PCI side skirts, and I have an entire, and when I say entire, PCI suspension kit for this car that I've had for literally like a year now that I just haven't gotten around to because, you know, being a family man and having 7 other cars, I get really distracted and I don't end up doing it. But I have a full PCI suspension kit, like literally everything underneath the car, I have PCI for. Trailing arms, upper control arms, lower control arms, tie rod ends, rear control arms, all the rear parts, side skirts. I have stainless brake lines. I have a K24. I have a 5-speed EP3 trans. I have a competition twin disc. I have a full turbo kit, and it just sits here. Just because I don't know if I really have the ambition to build it right now. I kind of would rather focus, I think, at least this is my brain today, I think I would rather focus on taking in your guys' cars a little bit more. And I haven't done that for a while because I've had so much of my own shit going on and so much of my own like projects going on that I haven't had the headspace to take on other customer cars. But if I sell off like 5 of my cars, I will gladly start doing more customer cars. 100%. Mark my words, guys. You guys help me sell a couple of these cars, and I will gladly take on more customer cars. We could try to do like 1 of them a week or 2 of them a week. That would be a good goal. I think that is a good goal. But anyways, this is a super clean rust-free EK hatch with all of the stuff. Like I said, the PCI stuff. I have a full K-Series, full turbo kit. It's a great car. It's got a K-Pro in it. It's got all of it. It's just got to be put together. So if somebody's interested in this thing as like a project, I have a ton of stuff for it. And it will be a super badass car when it's done. I just don't know if I'm going to do. I also have a full set of EMS slicks and skinnies for it. Yeah, this is an option. It's a pretty nice car. This is the inside of it. It also has a full 3-inch exhaust, hybrid racing shifter. Yeah. So, like I said, that's just an option. I also have this fully sleeved K20 right here from ERL that I've been debating on selling. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But I got to clear some of this shit out so I can like have more mental capacity. I also have a fully built L33 that I had in my Mustang. That's a fully balanced forged 5.3 aluminum that I was thinking about selling for, I don't know how much. I don't know what they're worth, but that's like a 1100 horsepower turbo LS deal that I had in my Mustang that I took out. So that's another thing. My S2000 I'll probably keep, but hey man, everything's for sale for the right price, truly. My Turbo Grom also, you guys probably want to see more videos of the Turbo Grom, but it's been sitting here for a while for sale for like, literally, I've had it listed for $5,000 and nobody wants it. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? Like, I have like $1,500 just in the ECU of this bike. There's like a $1,000 swing arm on it. Not to mention that it's motor swapped and turboed. And it has like a custom Walbro 255 in the stock Grom tank. And like, it's a cool bike, but it's definitely like a tinker bike. It's not a bike that you're gonna go ride down the freeway beating sport bikes. Like, I'll have kids hit me up all the time and they're like, what's the top speed? And I'm like, if you're asking what the top speed of this bike is, I'm not selling it to you because it has 12-inch wheels. 12-inch wheels. And you're trying to go as fast as that bike is actually capable of. I'll be honest, I've had the bike about 130 miles an hour on the dyno. So like, I know, and that was in 5th. It still had a gear to go. I know the bike is capable of going extremely fast. But like, if somebody's not responsible with the damn thing, I'm not having somebody kill themselves on a bike that I built. Like, so I'm kind of gun shy to sell it to just anybody. And like an irresponsible person. Like, I don't know. It just would weigh on my conscience, I think. But anyways, Trevor's car, he has been really busting ass on this thing, and it's been coming together slowly but surely. We can probably focus on this thing too some more soon. But yeah, this is going to be a really badass little single cam. So everybody that wants the single cam content, we're going to be doing that soon. This is also my S2000 that we painted, and I did the full turbo kit on. I did the battery relocate and all that kind of stuff. I would maybe consider selling this car, but it wouldn't be, it'd probably be more than the all-wheel drive car. So I don't know. I don't really want to sell it because it's a pretty good one. I like having it, but at the same time, when I modify these cars to the point that they are, it's like every modification that you add to any of these cars, they will inevitably be less enjoyable to drive on the street or like go for a cruise. And I really do kind of miss just like going to hang out with people and having a car that I'm not like super stressed out about driving to a meet. Like I'm kind of over that shit nowadays. But yeah, anyways, so that's the reason or whatever. Like it would be kind of cool to like sell some of this stuff and get like a completely stock Civic Type R or something like that and maybe make some content with it. I just don't think it's like as enjoyable, or I just don't think it's as interesting. Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people that buy, this is no offense to anybody, okay? I don't even know if I should say it. I probably won't even say it. Yeah, I just feel like new cars don't have the like wrenching spirit to them anymore. Like if you buy an old car, you're gonna be working on it, tuning it, doing all these things. Where like nowadays, the new cars, it's like, oh yeah, I just sent an email and I got a tune and now it goes snap, crackle, pop down the street and annoys and pisses off all my neighbors. That's like new age tuning. Where I like making stuff run real good, real good. That's my goal. But yeah, and then I have the blue hatch outside and my white hatch, which are still for sale. The white hatch with the LSV Tech, I have that listed for a pretty reasonable price. I got it listed at $6,500. It's a rust-free EK hatch, fairly rust-free. It's got a little bit, like really small stuff. With an LSV Tech and a GSR tranny. And then I got the K-swapped. Hang on, I'll go outside. Let's read some comments quick, and then after reading a couple comments, I will go continue blabbing about some of the other cars. If you guys want to hear more, if you guys want to hear me talk about more of these cars and stuff, let me know right now. Otherwise, I won't. Let's read a couple comments quick. All right. I take it you don't have injectors in stock. I literally just said earlier in the live stream, it's going to be 7 to 10 days. I don't have any right now, and I filmed an update on this Integra video mentioning the tariffs. I'm keeping my same pricing, but the shipping is taking longer to get to me. So that's my answer for the injectors. Honda idle issues. Bottom hole of the throttle body is supposed to be closed off completely, no suction at all in order to know the FITV is working when it's warmed up. If you have a fast idle valve, take the cap off of it. There's 2 Phillips head screws. You take those off and then you turn in the little plastic piece, turn it in all the way, and then adjust your throttle normally. I'm gonna go talk about the K-swap sedan in a second. Nick and AJ are fighting. They're funny. Could be a bad wire inside the distributor causing lack of power and bad spark plugs. Check the things I told you. Valve lash, compression, timing. Check timing belt, make sure timing is spot on where it needs to be. Compression and valve lash, and no check engine lights. Make sure it's got proper fuel pressure. But if it's got any spark at all, it's good. It doesn't have like, Hondas don't usually have like weak spark unless the igniter is going bad, which could be, it's common. So maybe try a new distributor too. Just pick one up on Amazon, Most Plus or A1 Premium or whatever, they're all good. Just pick one up. Following since the backyard days. Thanks, Ted. Posted on Bring a Trailer. No, I just hate posting shit. Crazy problem with my Supra, runs great till you move. And it's like it runs out of fuel. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'd have to see the car to give you a better answer. What's up, Kevin? What's a sleeper EK sedan with a built LSV tech work? Could you get more than 7 out of it? I have no idea. I don't know the market, dude. It's like kind of weird, the market right now. Honda stuff seems like everybody says like, oh, you're only selling it for this, and then the next guy's gonna be like, you're high for posting it that high. And it's like, okay, well, I'm just going off of experience of what I've already sold in the past. You know, like I just sold that sedan with the Turbo B16. I got like $7 grand for that car. So I figure a K-swapped one that's cleaner, that's wire tucked, has stainless brake lines like the one outside's worth 10. You know, just going off common sense. Do you offer a base map for your 1500s? Yep, shoot me an email. I can send you over a base map. Billy Goat. I have one. I just finished an auto to manual. Thanks again for my injectors. Love your content. Spirit, God bless. Amen. I just told that $5. It's cool. Everything helps. What's up, man? More tuning. You'll really like this new video on the Integra that I'm about to post in the next couple days. That's got a lot of good stuff in it, in my opinion. If you want to see tuning stuff, this video coming up has a bunch. I was wondering if you can tune... I don't know if that question's for me. Nice EK. They're just mad you told everyone what you paid for it. Yeah, I know. Like, do you think I should lie about what I paid for it so people will pay me more? I'm not like that. I'm honest. But at the same time, I'm not going to give the car away for what I feel it's... Honestly, I feel like 20K is even cheap for it. Like, I don't even think 20K is, like, screwing anybody over, you know? I feel like 20K is actually a really good price for this car for the stuff that it's got in it, the all-wheel drive. But whatever. What's up, Jason? Stop buying more. I know. I gotta stop. I really do. This guy has a black EK. AJ says for $5 a day you can save Hunter from lowballer. I don't know what mileage you're asking about. What's the biggest leap in income for you? Was it injectors, the dyno, etc.? It was all of it, dude. That's actually a cool question. West Mountain Motorsports. I think the biggest leap for me was when I actually got my own shop. I was terrified and I didn't have like any money at all. And I had a $700 a month shop payment and I just kind of went all in on all of it. The videos and tuning people's cars and stuff like that. And it all kind of started making money and started to, you know, like I have content about the injectors and stuff, but it's not like something that actively I can make videos about. So that's why I like tuning cars for people, because it gives me an avenue for content that I don't have to like go spend a bunch of money on one of my cars or like go buy more cars in order to make content. So yeah. But yeah, thanks for asking. It's cool. Yeah, thanks. Let's see here. Holy crap, I'm trying to find where we left off. I missed Street Tune videos. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just like getting old now, so I don't really like making 500, 600, 700 horsepower on the street. It's like, it gives me anxiety. I mean, I'll definitely still do it, but like I way more prefer just dyno tuning stuff because it's safer. I don't know. I still like ripping stuff on the street, but I don't do it as too. And I'm not forced to do street tuning anymore because I have the dyno. I'm gonna tune my D15 using HTS. Can you tell me if there's a way to add a knock sensor? No. Honda knock stuff in OBD1 is completely useless in my opinion. Don't even bother. How booked are you? I need a 92 DA that needs a tune. Well, shoot me a text or an email. You guys email me right now. I'll respond after the live stream right away. So if you guys are interested in doing tuning, I'll shoot you my phone number through email and you can text me and we can try to set something up. I'll give you pricing and stuff. If you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. Wayne says best channel. Thanks, bro. Love your videos. I'm a huge fan. Thanks for being a fan, brother. Just here to learn. Respect your work. Keep up the hard work from Big Squid. Thanks, bro. You a buffing? Does that mean I'm buffering? Are we good? You a buffing? You a buffing. Okay. Would love to see an EF Wago on the channel. I think I actually might have a Wago on the channel back in the day. There's a blue one that was turboed that we put decaps in. I think I might have that as a video on my channel, but yeah, there might be an EF Wago on there. Got a lot of videos, guys. Fuel pressure flow, yes. Got it. I've been there, done that. This guy says he wants to see the LSV Tech build. We'll go outside in a second and I'll show you. Do you have a base map startup list? Like a list of things you do before you start up a car with a base map? No, but I think I do have some video around there. Yeah, something like that. I probably do. This guy says buy a 99 CTR. Whatever, man. Melvin says no. Lost says yo Lato Zone bike dyno up and running yet. No, it is currently in one of the storage garages here at the shop that I'm trying to work out some details and plans for to continue doing these bike nights that are local to me. So I might try to get that up and running and get like a tent and a better setup for doing motorcycle dynos. I just, been busy with a bunch of other stuff. There's also going to be a car show that I'm going to publicize on a video coming soon. I'll let you guys know first, but it's called the Rooftop Comp, and it's at Beckett's in Oshkosh, and it's a big parking garage. And I want to have a HunterTuned section. So it's in July, like middle of July, I think. And I'll share it on the next video or the videos coming up. I would love to see some of y'all there. I think that would be really cool. Bring out your Hondas. We'll try to have a Honda group and we can do like a little meet and greet or whatever. Maybe I can try to bring some stickers or something. Or maybe I'll get some shirts made. I don't know. But I think that would be a cool little car show that you guys can come see some of the cars that I have at the time, whatever they are, the S2000 or whatever. I'll bring those and we can hang out and we can check out some other cool cars. There's a bike stunt show and some other things and a car show. So, and it's on the river in Oshkosh, beautiful place. Come check it out. But I'll post more details about it soon. The tuning question was for me. Say it again, sorry. Can you say hello, hello, hello for us, please? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to HunterTuned. Can I tune a Link ECU? I've never tuned a Link ECU, but I probably could. Can you send me that same email, boss man? Want to send my car for you to a tune. My email's in the description of every video. I'm gonna go find it. Do you still have the White Del Sol? I do. Sorry if it's been asked multiple times. When are the injectors coming back in? 7 to 10 days. Any hints with building LSV? Just put it together. No idea if there's like hints. I have videos building engines on my channel if you want to check them out. I'm living in on aftermarket stuff that sucks. Don't want to destroy this JDM engine because it's non-existent. We'll keep the timing below like 26 degrees, you'll be fine. If it's all motor, keep it 24 to 26 degrees at wide open throttle and leave all the other timing stuff stock. It won't break, I promise. Under meet and greet, that would be fun. Let me know, guys. Hello, JDM pre-runner from California, what's up? Do you think a Turbo LS is cheaper than doing a Turbo Civic? Yeah. I shouldn't say that. If you can pick up a Civic for like $3,000 with a B series, you can make 400 horsepower for like $2,000. An LS, you can make like 500 to 800 horsepower for $5,000, but trying to find like a rear end in a car that can take it can be expensive. If you had $10,000 to spend, on building a Civic or a Turbo LS and your goal was to go as fast as possible, I would pick a Turbo LS all day. But Turbo LS doesn't really have spirit. They sound like shit. They're just like, yes, they're extremely fast, but they have like no spirit. You know, they're just like tire frying, super fast, ballistically fast, cool thing. But I don't know, Hondas just have like a cool factor to them, in my opinion. At the end of the day, it was just your deal. Just give it to someone that knows what's up. Haltech, my S2000's on Haltech. Maybe we can do the K-Pro stuff without having me buy you, but I don't really do remote tuning because there's so many variables with shit, and honestly, I've had a lot of shitty customers with remote tuning in the past that made me not want to continue doing it, because I'll remote tune somebody's car and I'll be like, hey, you're I don't know, you got to fix the throttle body because the thing is idling at 2,000 RPM. And they just blame the tune, and then I still charge them money because they still wasted my time. Not wasted my time, but they still took my time, so I charge them. And then you got to charge again the next time after they fix it, and they just, you know, it's just kind of a can of worms that is a headache, and it's not really worth it, in my opinion. I'd rather just have the car here where I can personally fix it in like 5 minutes versus trying to tell somebody over the phone, and then they take ready, and then I'm busy, and then and you didn't have the car ready in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, remote tuning is a headache unless you pretty much build the entire car, or go through every little thing with the customer, which I'm willing to do, but not for $100. You know what I'm saying? So Tesla, you guys like Teslas? I really love my Tesla. It is awesome. Quick peek at the Corvette. All right, Kevin, I got you. This is the Corvette Wisconsin collector plate. Come on. Sorry if it's a little windy out here. Here she is in all her glory. It's all original. This car's not going anywhere, so might do something with it at some point. I don't know what, but got that lid flip, bro. The lid flip. That's like at least 20 horsepower. It's all stock. It's got a bunch of EGR stuff. Yeah. There's the white Del Sol. The sedan, K-swap. Yeah, I didn't think. Sorry if it's windy, guys. I really genuinely apologize. This is the K-swap sedan. I have the shifter box out of it right now because I was, I wanted to see what shifter was in it. So I took the center console out, but other than that, I don't know why this car hasn't sold either, because it's super clean. It's got good paint, and it's like wire tucked stainless brake lines. K24 that makes like 270 horsepower. It literally spins through like fourth gear. Yeah, but you know, whatever. And I posted this with a bad head gasket because I don't really want to put a head gasket in it. Actually, this is the $800 marketplace Civic that I bought not too long ago. And this car, I did the head gasket leak stuff on, and it was good. And I drove it for a little while, but I didn't want to sell it like that because, you know, I just didn't want to sell it with head gasket fix in it. So I actually put a head gasket in it. I put aftermarket head studs in it, timing belt, intake manifold gasket, all of it. It still leaks. The head gasket's still fucked. So the block or the, I'm trying to stay out of the wind here, so sorry if you're seeing my boogers. Here, I'll just crouch down. I put a head gasket in it, but I feel like the block or the head is warped, and I just kind of did a quick little scuff of it, and I definitely should have had the head resurfaced at minimum, which I didn't do. So yeah, this one over here is Trevor's. He bought this one for like $400 with a bad ball joint. It runs and drives. He'll probably sell it if somebody wants to give him 1,500 bucks for it or something. It's a kind of a clapper, but it runs and drives. I don't know if he'd sell it. Maybe. I don't know. The Del Sol, right here in all its glory. This thing's pretty cool. It really is. All stock motor, runs great. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it. Turbo single cam or something and then sell it, or just sell it as is. I don't really know. But if we have a goal to get rid of these cars, guys, it's gonna be way more cool stuff coming, I think, if I can like settle down with these cars. The blue hatch, that was like one car that I actually really like. I kind of want to keep. This is the one with the GSR that we did the whatchamacallit on. Or we did the, you know, we did the intake manifold on, and then I did the Type R cams. This one I really like. It's like the perfect amount of beat up. It's not like super clean, but it's also like not super clean, so I don't like have anxiety about driving it like the S2000. This is my Red EG. It's a pretty clean car. It needs rear quarters, but it's got like clean roof, doors, front end. Rear quarters are rotted, and it needs like trailing arms up in the frame. I had this car listed for a while. If somebody wants to give me like 2,500 bucks for this shell, I would take it, but it doesn't have rear trailing arms, so kind of sucks. But it's got clean interior and stuff. 9,000 RPM cluster, a Jack Spania shifter, and then like it's got all the parts and stuff back here. I don't know. EG hatch. And then if I sold some of this stuff and I could really focus, and maybe we can make videos talking about like what really should I get next, or what really should we focus on next for me personally. I think that would be very helpful. So help me out with that, guys. I'd really appreciate it. So there's the EG, if somebody wants to buy it. And then this is the LSV Tech car that we just did. This one has the aftermarket rods and pistons in it. Makes 220 to the tire, or whatever, 218, whatever it made. ATI damper, that aftermarket intake manifold, 4-to-1 header, GSR trans. It's not the cleanest thing in the world, you know, engine bay's gray and car's white, but it runs good. It runs real good. Drives great. It's got, you know, coilovers and whatnot. It does have this ding in the door right here, but that's it. There's no rust on the rear quarters. You know, pretty clean. It does have this rust right here on the bottom of the door. That's it. In the interior, it doesn't have a radio. Gray interior, just needs to be cleaned up a little bit, and it's missing the damn window crank. All little minor shit, to be honest. But yeah, I just like can't focus, like, I don't know, just can't focus on fucking getting any of them completely perfect. And then by the time I get all of them completely perfect, I want to keep the damn thing. And that's a problem for me. It really is, because I love all these cars so much. But it's gotta be, we gotta be real here. We gotta be real about this shit, guys. Get rid of all of them. Get rid of all of them. Somebody come buy them all. Somebody come buy them all. Hang on, it's windy. I'm gonna get back in the shop. Hang on. And then I'll read some comments. Actually, let's just sit in the car for a minute. Should we sit in the car? Nah, we'll go in the shop. You wouldn't believe it's the middle of May. It's like 45 degrees out. I got 2 brand new intercooler kits over here. One of them maybe for the blue hatch, one of them for the deli. I don't know. I bought these wheels from Trevor. They're a set of XXRs with the Dunlop Durezas. Pretty cool little wheel. Let's see. I don't know. Little Jesus? Anybody want a little Jesus? What else? Anybody want to buy a Zuma? I got a Zuma. It's got a fly racing pipe on it, dude. I got a Navi with a cam in it. Anybody want that thing? I got another Grom listed on Facebook too. 2024 with white. It's white with carbon fiber. It's actually a pretty sweet 2024 bike. That one's got cam, big bore, E85, ECU, all of it. Yeah. I mentioned the K20. If anybody wants to buy that engine, it's a sleeved engine, sleeved ERL with aftermarket rods and pistons. Might even have cams. It's got a built head too. Anybody wants to buy this engine, I don't know, shoot me an offer on it, I guess. It smokes. I don't know why. If it's just a valve seal or if it's something else. You can see in the head here that these cylinders are oily and these ones aren't. So something going on in there. I don't know. It ran fine. It just smoked. Oh, dude. And it's got a boosted, boys, timing cover drain. And a Jack Spania intake manifold with HunterTuned 1500s. What's up? Anybody want a GSR tranny? It needs a rebuild. The synchros are pretty wallowed, and the teeth, the engagement teeth, are kind of beat up. But GSR Hydro, if anybody wants it, get it out of here. I also have this B16 head that is, it dropped a valve, but it's repairable. Like, somebody could fix it. If somebody's interested in this B16 head that wants to fix it, let me know. While I'm out of stock on injectors, I'm definitely willing to work with some of this stuff and get rid of it and whatever. But when injectors are in stock, I just don't have the time for any of this shit. Let's see here. What else we got? I got a Z6 here, full Z6, motor and tranny. I kind of want to keep it because these damn things are so hard to find in good shape. And this tranny's butter and this motor's super good. HunterTuned fuel pressure gauge. You guys want to buy one of these? HunterTuned fuel pressure gauge. I got these on the website. They're actually really cool and they're super nice. Go pick one up. I don't know what these are. Stock springs or something. I got some OEM or some Felpro head gaskets and stuff. If anybody wants that shit. I cleared out Advanced Auto Parts going out of business. I bought like every Honda part they had in stock because it was like 30 cents. I don't know what's in here. Anything? Nothing in there. I still have these cams too. I don't know why nobody's bought these cams. I got them on my website. These are Skunk 2 Pro 3 with Golden Eagle cam gears. Nobody's bought these. They're in good shape. Skunk 2 Pro 3. I got them up for like 500 bucks. With the gears, I didn't think that was too bad of a price. I still got a couple of them manifolds left too, the top mounts for 150 bucks. I don't know what else we got here. I got a stage 4 clutch for a B series that is brand new that I still have to figure out what I'm doing with. All that shit's Trevor's, I think. So whatever for that stuff. But the L33, y'all, 5.3, I should probably sell that. I should probably sell that engine that was in my Mustang if anybody wants to buy it. This is a Corvair engine down here that my grandpa gave me before he passed. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with it. It's a opposed 6-cylinder, air-cooled. Yeah. If anybody knows anything about those things or what it's worth, shoot me a message. Shoot me an email. I'm replying to all of them after this live stream. So, what else? I'm stressing myself out by going through all this, but whatever. 6 subwoofer, bro. Let's see here. I mean, that might be it for now. I got some turbos and stuff. I have, I think, like 4 or 5 turbos here that are like good. Like this one's brand new. I don't even know what it is. GT 2560. I think it's got my logo on it somewhere too. Maybe not. I don't know. brand new. And then I have a 3076 ball bearing. I have my storage unit that's brand new that I was going to use on the blue hatch. And then I have a couple 6262s that are used. I want to say they're used. Yeah, okay, that's it for now. Yeah. Okay. Let's read some comments for a minute before my phone dies. Live streaming really sucks the battery out of your phone. Here, you guys still there? What up, Clean LS? Thanks for loving the content. Sign a waiver. Wow, that's crazy. California has a waiver for race fab to get tile wastegates. That was weird. My screen just blacked out for some reason. Yeah, put the head gasket bottle fix back in the car. That'll fix it. That's better than actually fixing it. Talked about the injectors already. Where do you get your factory service information? I don't work on factory stuff. What up? How much for the GSR trans? Shoot me an email. Just use ID 1000 dead times, bro. Breakdown pound. How much for the trans? Shoot me an email. I think I'm gonna get off here because my phone's about to die. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great night and a better tomorrow. God bless. And we will see you later. Yeah, talk to you later, guys. Have a great night and better tomorrow. Be sure to look out for this Integra video. Okay, bye.